When I think about the question of which directors have a unique and distinct style that you can point out that very much stands out, Tim Burton absolutely comes to mind right away. Because you look at, for example, the two Batman movies he directed, Beetlejuice especially, Big Fish, Edward Scissorhands, his Alice in Wonderland movie, you can very much see that he tends to go for a more dark, gothic look to his movies, along with his more weird, quirky, off kilter style. You look at especially Beetlejuice, that very much has Tim Burton weirdness to it. Just the idea of the movie, the portrayal of Beetlejuice, what we see from the world of the dead, and what the two main characters do once they're in the world of the dead. You can very much see Tim Burton's style in that movie. And then you look at the two Batman movies he directed, and Batman Returns especially feels like a Tim Burton movie because that one is more dark and gothic than the first Batman movie Tim Burton directed, and it has more of that weirdness, quirkiness, off kilter feel to even a more demented feel in that case, because you have Penguin, who is just disgusting in Batman Returns. He's literally someone who lives with penguins in the sewers. There's a scene in the movie where he actually bites off a guy's nose. We see him eat a fish, and there, especially in the end, the way he dies is pretty gross. And then Catwoman comes off as more of a psychotic. There's a scene where she literally licks Batman, a different scene where she eats a bird. Batman Returns, it feels like Tim Burton was given even more creative freedom, and so that's like his style taken up, his style times 10. So that very much is a Tim Burton movie. Big Fish is a bit more restrained by comparison. You still have some aspects of Tim Burton's distinctive style there with the person that has multiple heads, or the giant, but a bit more held back. You look at Edward Scissorhands, that's very much a Tim Burton movie with this weird guy who has who actually has scissors for hands, who's a weird Tim Burton outcast. And then you look at the Alice in Wonderland movie he directed, very much has his style. Less innocent looking like the original film, more of that Tim Burton weirdness and quirkiness, plus the fact that the Mad Hatter is portrayed the way he is shows that it's a Tim Burton film, because he comes off as a Tim Burton outcast, and therefore that movie is you can very much tell was directed by him.